results possible, showing the value of having an open environment, talking about social capital, human capital, and bringing all this to the awareness of people. And also, he brought, as president of organization, his personal learning process, growth, development process, which was very significant because he was changing also, and he was changed by this cooperation. And so the president invited all collaborators to go deep into their stories, to be able to see the importance of their personal contribution as human beings, as whole human beings in the FIEP system. For almost 1 hour, it was very moving, very touching. People were so quiet. They were thinking about their personal stories so that right away, right after, they could share their stories. It is important to stress that in the beginning it was almost like a dream, but it is also important to say that it was an invitation to people. They were not forced to do anything. Nobody knew who was there, who wasn't there. So there was an invitation for people to join and participate and to be present. And by accepting this invitation, most people, I would say that most or all of the organization participated. So it's very hard to explain in words what all this was, but we have 5 minutes. We will try to give examples by showing you a video, some of these moments, and these videos will be available to you on the site, or the Global Forum site. I'll give you an overview of what's being said. So the big result was the accumulation of social capital, the creation of social capital. At FIEP, we increased the number of collaborators. We went from 1,000 to 1,300, but also these collaborators as individuals, as human beings, they evolved, they grew, they learned, but above and beyond, what was most remarkable was that they developed social capital. They created an identity. They have the capability of working together, to work as a team, and that makes a huge difference. And it is well known that the best companies, like the most developed countries, or like the best societies that work better, these are the ones in which social capital is better developed also. So we learned a lot through example, through good examples. We also learned a great deal from pain, from difficulty, that push us forward and stimulate us to change obstacles into moments of growth. Nature sometimes surprises us, catches unaware sometimes, but always we have been able to, or at least I would say 99.99%, we are able to overcome these hardships provoked by nature. So it's very hard, though, to deal with problems with relationships among each other. But it's, on the other hand, it's also easy to solve problems, to organize the relationships inside an organization, because organizations are people. The machines are not the organization, it's not the layout, it's not the norms, the standards. Well, we have advanced a great deal in the past 8 years. We have evolved greatly, and we can evolve even more. And from now on, if until now we have had some central or meaningful actors, like I was for a certain time, the new stage, the new phase is for this central actor to be a new culture, the new culture that is setting in. And this new actor and central actor is the capability to consolidate the values that were identified. And throughout the conversation, people were invited to share their experiences, to look at the other and see the other through each one's personal story. And the teams were also invited to expose their stories as a team. And we will show you a final video showing the result of this teamwork and so many success stories that are making history in the FIEP system. I'm sorry, we couldn't hear him. The NSC North team started out with a challenge, the challenge of breaking old paradigms and to create something new and to renovate something that was already ongoing in the system. So we started with 7 collaborators. We serve at 11 units, and then we learned a lot from the implementation, dealing with variables of in an innovator and growing system. And this brought us a lot of adrenaline, daily adrenaline, through adventures, trying to meet the needs of the unit and the growth needs of the regional unit. So we learned a lot. We now know all the nits and grits of this job, and we learned a lot about new challenges. And now we have a structure of 12 collaborators. We service 12 units, and there is a lot of innovation inside the system. But this is not all. We are an ongoing team. In sunny Paranavaí, located in the northwest of Paraná, we were faced with a challenge in 2010 to implement the SESI college, SESI school. And we then started to share the same goals regarding learning, generating knowledge, and transformation. Well, we had many challenges to meet, like growing our physical space, and this was possible thanks to the commitment of the regional directors and the president of FIEP. And so the SESI Senai complex was created, and we have made a positive difference in the lives of people. We have transformative education. So SESI Senai is transforming lives. Unfortunately, we don't have any time for questions, but the team will be able to answer those questions through the forum. I thank you very much for your presence here. And now I would like to call Padre Marcelo Fernandes to talk about the Unicinos experience. We'll be right back.